Good morning and welcome to your pre-market report for Thursday, June 11th, 2026. Let's take a quick look at the global cues, domestic trends, and stocks to watch before the markets open. U.S. markets closed sharply lower on Wednesday, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average falling approximately 1.9%, the S&P 500 declining approximately 1.6%, and the Nasdaq Composite losing approximately 2.0% as another wave of selling hit AI and semiconductor stocks. Rising concerns over U.S. Iran tensions, higher oil prices, and a stronger-than-expected inflation reading further weighed on investor sentiment. Booking across Wall Street, Asian markets are trading mostly negative today, with the Nikkei falling around 0.5%, while the Kospi and Hang Seng also traded lower. Investor sentiment remains weak after the sharp sell-off on Wall Street overnight, as concerns over persistent inflation, higher-for-longer U.S. interest rates, renewed geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, and weakness in global technology and semiconductor stocks weighed on risk appetite across the region. GIFT Nifty Futures as of 8 a.m. was trading at 23,041, thereby indicating a negative opening for the Indian markets today. Crude oil prices are trading higher, as renewed geopolitical tensions in the Middle East and concerns over potential supply disruptions have increased risk premiums in energy markets, although worries about slowing global demand are limiting sharper gains. Gold prices are trading firm, with a positive bias, supported by safe haven demand following the overnight sell-off in global equities and continued uncertainty surrounding inflation and interest rate expectations. Vascon Engineers has received a 347 crore rupee letter of intent from the Central Public Works Department for the redevelopment of RBI residential quarters in Guwahati, Assam. The project will be executed on an EPC basis and further strengthens the company's order book in the government infrastructure segment. PPAP Automotive has entered into a strategic partnership with Hutchinson to manufacture advanced body sealing systems for passenger vehicles in India. The collaboration will provide PPAP access to Hutchinson's technology, engineering expertise, and technical support, enhancing its product offerings in the automotive sector. Power Grid has approved a 485 crore rupees investment for the upgradation of its SCADA and associated systems to strengthen grid monitoring and operational efficiency. The company has also approved a 80 billion yen unsecured term loan facility and announced the appointment of Venkata SV as its new CFO effective July 1st, reinforcing its financial and operational capabilities. Following the mostly negative cues from the global markets coupled with a spike in crude oil prices due to the closure of the Strait of Hormuz by Iran, Nifty is expected to open in the red today. Levels need to be adjusted lower, with supports now being at 22,955, followed by 22,745, while resistances will be at 23,120, followed by 23,260. A negative bias may be expected at open, but a recovery to fill in the gap due to value buying cannot be ruled out, especially near 22,950. Rising geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, elevated crude oil prices, persistent inflation concerns, uncertainty over the timing of U.S. Federal Reserve rate cuts, higher global bond yields, and continued volatility in FII flows remain key risks for Indian markets, potentially impacting investor sentiment, currency stability, and corporate earnings expectations. Continued domestic institutional buying, stable economic growth, strong government spending on infrastructure and power transmission projects, expanding investments in manufacturing and telecom infrastructure, healthy corporate earnings, and any further moderation in crude oil prices could support Indian equities and help offset global market volatility. Yesterday, foreign institutional investors were net sellers of about 2,125 crore rupees, while domestic institutional investors were net buyers of around 3,124 crore rupees. That's your market snapshot for India on June 11, 2026. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for stock market-related updates. Wishing you a focused and profitable trading session ahead.